Hey, what's up everyone? This is Anthony from Anthony's Customs, and for this review we are reviewing one of the Minotaur figures from the Four Horsemen. Check the title for the specific name information. I'm not familiar with this line too much. This was sent to me by a viewer, and it's a really cool figure. Like I said, I don't know the name of it offhand, so I'll have it right in the title, so just look there. But it's definitely one of these cool Four Horsemen designed figures. It's very similar in articulation to the DC Universe Classics, but it has a whole lot of extra sculpted detail, and it's just a really cool looking figure. So before we get into it too much, it comes with a couple accessories. One is this helmet, which is really well done, paint and sculpt wise. Very cool. Nice metallic bronze or brass, I guess is, well, I don't know, maybe it's brass, whatever. It looks cool and it fits nicely over the head, and it doesn't look too big or make the head look too small without it, so that's cool. Then we also have this sort of club. I suppose it's a club, I don't know what else it would be. Nicely detailed throughout. Very cool looking piece, and of course he can hold that in either hand, so that's good. Then you can also put the accessories on his back like that, although it's not too realistic because you wouldn't want to pull it out from the weapon part, you want to pull out from the handle, but whatever, it's okay. And then he comes with this cool staff with like a little flag connected to it. This is cloth and the rest is all plastic. I think it goes on like this, but this can unclip or move around, whatever you want to do. And then this does unsnap so that you can get it in his hand a little more easily, so that's cool. And it's a pretty good size accessory. It's like 10 inches tall, so that's pretty nice. It makes for cool looking display if you want to put it in his back here, like he's carrying the flag like that, or just in his hand. Looks pretty good either way. So let's look at the figure. He stands, and of course it depends how you pose him. Since he's got knee joints and ankle joints and hip joints, you could make him shorter if you tried to, but he stands roughly 7.5 inches tall to the top of his helmet, and he is just riddled with good paint detailing. He's got shading throughout all the metal parts. The fur is all shaded. Everything looks really good. Really good. In fact, I was very impressed with this figure once I saw it in person. I believe he's the only one of the Minotaurs to have the shaded horns also, so that's pretty cool. You can see the detailing in this cloth piece. It's sculpted really well and shaded really well. Tons of little details throughout. Very nice figure. Let's look at the articulation. The head, it feels like a double ball peg. I haven't popped it off to check, but you can go up and down with it. You can lean it from side to side, rotate it, everything you really want to do. So definitely lots of posability, and it looks good from every angle pretty much. You can kind of see a gap in there if you try, but that's about it. Another really cool thing about this is the mouth opens up, so you can pose him in a little bit more of an aggressive pose if you wanted to and make it look cool. And they did a good job with the paint application. It has gloss over the tongue and teeth to make it look like saliva. So that's pretty awesome. Standard ball hinge shoulders. They are limited by this armor up here, but you can get pretty decent posability out of him anyway. We have a bicep swivel, single jointed elbow, a wrist swivel, and a wrist hinge. Ab crunch, which is sculpted all the way up, and it works really well going backwards. Not as much going forward, but it's still there, so that's okay. We do have a waist swivel here, so that's good. This is pretty stiff, so it's going to get in the way of the articulation a little bit, but underneath it we have basically ball hinge hips, T-jointed, so they go forward and back, side to side, thigh swivel, double jointed knees, ankle swivel, and an ankle hinge. I wish we had an ankle rocker on this guy, but you can still get him in some pretty cool poses. The tail is not articulated. Oh, it is articulated. It swivels. I didn't realize it swiveled. I was hoping it would bend or something, but it does swivel, so you can move it a little bit, and that's pretty neato, pretty nifty. I really like this metallic green and gold running throughout the figure, and then just up against the brown fur, it looks really cool. It's a really nice figure. I'm really appreciative of Travis for sending it to me, so thanks again, Travis, for that. If you guys are into these figures but not sure about this particular one, then I definitely recommend it. If you're not into it, then I'm not sure it's for you, because as far as I understand, these guys are worth a pretty penny now because they have really limited runs, so you can't really get them for a reasonable price anymore unless you're really willing to shell out some cash for them. So it is a really cool figure and I recommend it, but it's just, you know, a matter of buying it if you want to spend a whole lot of money for a figure just because it looks cool rather than being particularly fond of the line. It's my understanding that they did just start pre-orders for the Ravens, which is a set of similar figures that are all bird based. So that's kind of cool. If you're interested in that, it would be a good time to get them now, to pre-order them now, rather than to wait until it's too late. So there it is, guys. Definitely a cool figure. I do recommend it. Just keep an eye out for a good deal because I'm pretty sure these guys sell for a whole lot. So keep an eye out for that, and keep an eye out for more figure reviews, custom figures, and other good stuff coming in the future. And in the meantime, keep collecting.